Good morning and welcome to today's episode of the Daily Locker Room. My name is Michael Gerstein and I'm honored to be today's guest coach. I made my first appearance in the locker room a couple years back, and now that I have some more years under my belt, I've been itching to get back into this locker room. So thank you Mr. Giglio, Mr. Acker, and Mr. Lewis for this opportunity. My message today is for all of you out there that feel you may not be as gifted as others, or for those of you that feel like you may not have that God-given talent that God has given you. My message is simple, and that's let's get back to the basics. The basics here, people. In my 4+ years in this business world, I've met some very great people along the way, all of which I try to learn from. However, one thing that tends to happen more often than not is that people love to overthink and overanalyze everything. Instead of actually implementing, human nature tells us, question it. So my message is very simple. Stop overthinking and stop overanalyzing. Take these 3 simple steps and bettering yourself on an everyday basis that take no talent whatsoever. 3 things that take no talent that people tend to ignore on a daily basis that are completely under your own control. Attitude, effort, and coachability. Let me first touch on attitude, okay? We all have things going on in our lives. Positive, negative, doesn't make a difference. Everyone has these going on. But we cannot control that. But what we can control is our reaction to how these things come at us. Focusing on the positive of every situation can help control the outcome that we wish to achieve. You have that option on what attitude you will have when you wake up in the morning. As Coach Ack says, I believe in bad moments, but I do not believe in bad months, weeks, or even bad days, because one thing negative can happen to spoil the day, but how you react to that situation, that will have the direct correlation on your next outcome. A lot of people have bad moments, but if that bad moment turns to a bad day, that typically turns to a bad week, that typically turns to a bad month. That's the ripple effect we're looking to avoid here, people. So yes, you can have that bad moment, but don't let it get past that. Bad moments cannot turn into bad weeks. You are in control of this. Secondly is your effort. The effort you put into whatever your job is for that day is completely underneath your control. In this business that we run here in New Jersey, there's a direct correlation on success based on effort. A lot of the time, your effort that you put into the situation is where you'll reap the results that you look to acquire. Effort is 100% in your control. Choose today as the day that you're going to put in 100% into whatever your job consists of for the day. And lastly is coachability. Coming into this business, I was the type of person who came into this career with no background. I had no choice but to be coachable. But coachability was an option that every person makes on a daily basis. I was dumb enough to listen to every word of my mentor, everything he told me to do, and all I had to do was implement it. If he told me the wall was black, then as far as I'm concerned, the wall was black. If he told me to drink my coffee with my pinky off, well, hell, if that's what you did, I'm all about it. Don't be too smart to learn, and humble yourself to learn from those around you that are actually getting those results. Again, stop overthinking and stop overanalyzing. Remember those 3 things that take no talent. Remember, no talent whatsoever to achieve. Attitude, effort, and coachability. Focus on these 3 things that are completely under your control on a daily basis, and sure enough, you're on your way to living your very best life. Until next time, people, thanks for joining me in the locker room today, and have a great day.